sorry I walked out last night.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, I'm Lizzie, Cassie's sister. Nice to meet you.
Charles.
He's in my art class.
Are you kidding me? Everything is written down. Every little thing. Except for the stuff that gets erased.
michel'le.
What?
Oh, that's my name.
Gave you this track a week ago. Where is it?
Can't work like this, Dre.
Everybody's on 10, dressed to the nines. Keep it up, keep it poppin'.
Only me and you. Don't care what they say. I just wanna be a superstar. Fly around the world and drive fancy cars. You see it in your eyes. You wanna know my name. You never see me.
Ever wonder what happened to the actress and singer who went from family TV shows to intense biopics? Rhyon Nicole Brown may have started off as the sweet kid on your screen, but her career has taken twists no one saw coming. From acting alongside Hollywood heavyweights to dropping her own R&B music, Rhyon's journey is full of surprises, drama, and big risks. So, how did this multi-talented star handle the pressures of fame, dodge Hollywood's pitfalls, and keep reinventing herself? Let's dive into the roller coaster life of Rhyon Nicole Brown. Born on October 6, 1992 to a family of 5 in Los Angeles, Rhyon Nicole Brown stepped into the spotlight early, diving into the acting world at just 4 years old. She has 2 siblings and was the middle child in her family, allowing her to experience life as both an older sibling and a younger sibling. Growing up in LA allowed her to develop the mindset of entertaining others even before she could grasp what it's actually like being a performer. Rhyon's father passed away when she was still little, so she and her siblings were raised by her single mom. But she didn't let that stop her. She graduated from Junipero Serra High School in Gardena, California, before furthering her education, majoring in film and production at the University of Southern California. Unlike many child actors, Rhyon did not come from Hollywood royalty. She came from a humble family, but they encouraged her to pursue her passions while supporting her every step of the way.
My mom is the person that you have a dream and she's like, okay, well, how do we make it happen? What do I need to do on my end or that you realize the things that you need to realize?
She made her film debut in the 1999 TV movie Santa and Pete, in which she played Julie, a small but significant role that kindled her passion. She was only a child, but she brought a maturity onto the screen that left anyone who watched her go, wow, this girl is something else. But like so many child stars, Rhyon was up against an industry that was both brutal and unpredictable. And for Rhyon, it was only getting started. In that same year, she joined the cast of Judging Amy, playing the character of Rebecca Van Exel for 5 continuous seasons. It was a small role, but it kept her exposure steady.
What are you again?
You know what I am.
Yeah. You're the guy that sits in court and says, tomorrow at 2:30.
From 1999 to 2004, Rhyon slowly built up her resume with guest roles on some of the biggest shows of the time, including ER,
Doesn't need stitches?
I don't know. I have to get an x-ray and make sure there's no broken glass in there.
Is my mom coming?
My Wife and Kids,
So why do I get the feeling you girls want something?
Can Katie come to my house for a sleepover Thursday night?
Everybody Loves Raymond, and That's So Raven.
Listen, Corey, you could be cool, but if you stick up for him, then that makes you a nerd too.
She was literally everywhere. It was clear Hollywood loved Rhyon, and it seemed like she was well on her way to stardom. Then came the role that changed everything. Lincoln Heights.
You're Lizzie Sutton, Cassie's sister, right? Yeah, Cassie's cool. We're in English together.
Well, she's cool unless you have to live with her.
In 2007, Rhyon joined the cast of this critically acclaimed ABC Family series, playing Elizabeth Lizzie Sutton. Lincoln Heights wasn't your average family show. It tackled hard social issues and also gave ways on how to get through growing up within a community entangled in crime.
They've given me a variety of things to do on the show. I've gone through being kidnapped. So those are different emotions that I have to display that I haven't gone through. So that's a stretch in itself.
Rhyon immediately left her mark on the audience as the tender-hearted daughter of a police officer.
You're police.
Yes.
It's okay. You can trust my dad. He cares about the people in this neighborhood.
Lincoln Heights ran from 2007 to 2009, and for a moment, it seemed like Rhyon was going to the top. But then, when the show came to a close, so did her first big moment in the spotlight. When the buzz about Lincoln Heights died down, Rhyon's career hit the brakes. It's no secret that Hollywood loves to push young stars to the background. And for Rhyon, that challenge was becoming real. She struggled to find roles that reached the heights of her role in Lincoln Heights. She continued to audition and build her resume, but it wasn't easy breaking into a leading young adult role with all the competitiveness of Hollywood, as it said. Hollywood has a short memory, and it's tough to reinvent yourself once the spotlight fades. Rhyon wasn't ready to give up, and in 2016, she made a comeback that shocked everyone. Rhyon played the role of michel'le in Surviving Compton. Dr. Dre, Suge Knight, michel'le.
You said no more lies, and I tried to understand.
Yes, the Lifetime biopic that shook the entire entertainment world. This wasn't a typical biopic. It was raw, it was gritty, and it put Rhyon in the middle of some major industry drama. Surviving Compton told the story of michel'le, an R&B singer who survived abuse and violence in her relationships with Dr. Dre and Suge Knight.
I knew michel'le's music, but I did not know her story. I think that was the exciting part for me. I was getting to be a part of something to shed light on such a phenomenal story and a legend.
The role needed Rhyon to transform completely, not just in looks, but also in her attitude as she portrayed michel'le's painful experiences, strong will to bounce back, and of course her iconic voice.
My name is michel'le Toussaint. I dated Dr. Dre for a really long time. I also dated Suge, and I'm a better person because of what I went through.
Things got messy when critics and fans started going wild over Rhyon's performance. The gist is that a bunch of music stars, particularly those close to Dr. Dre, weren't too happy about Surviving Compton, resulting in Rhyon receiving a lot of backlash from the music industry.
Last week I had a breakdown and I was like, it's just hard, and I feel like the devil is attacking me every which way.
People wondered if she would be blacklisted or worse, if her career would suffer for taking on such a controversial project. But Rhyon didn't back down, which earned her respect for taking on the role so bravely, despite the tension that followed in the industry. This film wasn't just one turning point in her career. It was to say that Rhyon wasn't afraid of taking risks or making statements. Then there was her role on Empire. Yup, that's right.
Can you imagine what life could be?
Rhyon joined the star-filled cast of Empire from 2018 to 2020, playing Maya, a character who fits right into the high-stakes, drama-filled world of music.
I'll be right there when you call me, 10 toes down, yeah, I'll always be all in.
And let's just say that the set of Empire was a hotbed of its own drama. There were rumors of on-set catfights, and Empire was never one to shy away from a little controversy, especially with cast members who love stirring up drama in the media. Rhyon kept a low profile, but sources close to the actress insist she held her own in the midst of all that tension. Professional and determined, she gave one of the most layered performances of her career, giving us a tip of what was next to come.
Let's stay together and I hope it never changes.
I'll be right there when you call me, 10 toes down.
As if that wasn't enough, Rhyon was also branching into new territory. Music.
Can you imagine what life could be?
In 2019, she released her debut EP titled Pretty Girl, which she considers her official entrance into the music world. The EP was a mix of R&B and pop, perfectly heartfelt in lyrical content, which was worlds apart from her on-screen persona.
Everybody's on 10, dressed to the night.
It was a pretty bold move because most actors trying to make it into the music world struggle to be taken seriously, and Rhyon isn't an exception either. Some even went so far as to question if she was serious about music or if this was some sort of side project.
I also went to USC to study film and television production. I had the opportunity to not only create an album, but I did a short film to my album so people could really understand where I was coming from.
Rhyon wasn't playing around. She wrote her own lyrics, produced her own tracks, and made it clear she wasn't just playing around with music. Pretty Girl allowed her to express a more vulnerable side, showing that she isn't just an actress but an artist with real depth.
I was watching a lot of Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Dorothy Dandridge, Sammy Davis Jr., and all these people that were entertainers. You know, it meant you acted, you danced, and you sang, you were great at all of it, and none of it took a backseat.
And speaking of Rhyon's recent career, her indie film roles should not go unmentioned. In 2018, she appeared in Throwback Holiday.
I'm sorry. Did you forget that I was married young and dumb too? I was a straight out of college bride. I just decided that I wasn't going to be Tommy's doormat anymore.
A feel-good movie where she got to show her comic side. This was followed by Killers Anonymous in 2019.
In contract killers.
So what is she doing here?
Where she took on the role of Alice for an independent crime action movie. Very different from the family-friendly girl that people know on television. These projects gave her a chance to work with different genres and audiences and proved that she was open to changing her roles to diversify and not bind herself to any particular characteristic. But that was not all she did. Rhyon has continued to pop up on our screens, whether in holiday movies like A Christmas Stray.
So he doesn't have a name, but do you?
I'm Ethan.
Foster.
Or Foxes Are Kind of People, where she played Lauren DuPont from 2021 to 2022. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, she made her voice acting debut in Santiago of the Seas in 2022, showing us once again that Rhyon can pretty much do it all. As her career was going up the ladder, Rhyon made it a point to pay back. She received the Rising Star Award at the Trumpet Awards in 2018 for highlighting her commitment to community service. She used her platform to shed light on significant concerns and proved she is not all about fame, but to cause a change for good. Let's not forget her recognition for her talent on screen, snagging some major award nominations. Back in 2008, she was nominated for a Young Artist Award for her role as Lizzie Sutton on Lincoln Heights.
You're making him too runny.
Hello, still cooking here. Who made you head chef?
Tay, the toast?
A performance that truly showed her heart. Then in 2017, she earned a Black Reel Award nomination for her powerful portrayal of michel'le in Surviving Compton.
At least send a stylist.
I'm your stylist.
What the hell you know? Trey, come on!
Dre, Suge, and michel'le. Sadly, she didn't receive any of the awards. But what is behind the curtains in Rhyon Nicole Brown's life? Well, she keeps her dating and family life mostly private. However, we do know that her elder sister, Rhyon, is also a musician, showing that talent clearly runs in the family. As for her love life, she once dated singer Brian Breeding, but Rhyon has always preferred to let her work speak louder than her personal life. Living in a world that loves to chew up and spit out young stars, she somehow managed to avoid those pitfalls and carve out a steady career. Far from a straight line, her trajectory was full of risks. She faced much backlash, and she finally overcame the child star tag. She's gone from Disney and family-friendly to the more complex character in biopics and dramas, and her transition into music is just one more layer to her amazing career. As of now, Rhyon Nicole Brown's net worth is approximately $4 million. Rhyon's story just goes to show that sometimes the biggest wins aren't in the flashiest headlines, but rather in the quiet persistence that keeps an artist moving forward. So, for those of you who wonder, what happened to Rhyon Nicole Brown? Well, she is still here killing it in her own way and proving that true talent and passion will always stand the test of time.